This one's gonna be a rough one for me. When I moved from Chicago to back to Florida, there was this time where I knew my one of my school crushes when I was in junior high. I think one of my crushes that I was just a really big crush on them. My crush that lived in Illinois. When I moved to Florida, well, back to Florida because I used to live here, my crush from Illinois texted me that they were depressed and told me not to tell anyone else. And I was like, okay, I feel depressed too. During that time, I was younger. I told her that after she sent me that I was also depressed and sad and didn't know anything. During that time, I was young. I honestly wish I was more there for her. During that time, I really didn't know how to be there for someone when they were depressed or sad. And kind of was just trying to relate to her. I did the best that I tried to relate to her, that I always stayed home and really didn't interact with people. She was like, how do you deal with it? And I was like, I played games. I didn't really have a really good coping mechanism back then. I remember during that time that I felt like I couldn't do anything, couldn't be there for them because I was in Florida. I moved away. Honestly, when I was in Chicago, I hated it. I don't remember anything from when I lived in Chicago because everyone was rude to me there. A lot of people were rude to me. They would make fun of me and stuff because I feel like back then, like Illinois, their education system was ahead of ours in Florida, and I'm from Florida, so switching over to going to Illinois, their education system was so ahead of ours. So during that time, I remember that like a lot of people would make fun of me when I was in junior high, and one of them was my crush, and it was, I don't know why I still crushed for them. It's just maybe because they were attractive, but I feel like when I was younger, I really didn't know how to talk to people still. I was still learning how to talk to people, but I just tried my best to be there for them, try to relate to them that I was going through the same stuff too. And I remember them just saying that they were depressed and sad and they weren't really in a good household, dealing with a whole bunch of stuff at home. I wish I had those texts still because I felt like now I could have done something about it. Maybe I could have stopped them from doing something to themselves. And to this day, I feel like that could have been my fault that they killed themselves. At some times I feel like I didn't do enough to try to help them relate to me, or maybe I wasn't good enough to persuade them out of it. I didn't know that they were suicidal. All I knew that was they were depressed and that they didn't want anyone else to know. And the thing is, I felt like it kind of sucked to find out that they were gone later on. Because I sometimes blame myself for not being able to be enough to stop it. And I hope wherever they are now, because I don't know if I believe in the afterlife or not, that they're doing okay in their afterlife. And I hope their parents are doing well too. Sometimes I go to their old Instagram page and see how people are still commenting on their Instagram page till this day. And it's sad to see someone that young gone. It's just weird that they would text me out of all people that they were depressed and to not tell anyone that they were depressed before leaving this world. And I'm still trying to, I'm in that period where I'm still trying to grasp the fact that it's not my fault that I wasn't good enough back then to help someone. So yeah, that's all I had to say today.